Imagine this. It's 480 BC. The sun is rising slowly above the horizon, casting long shadows over the narrow cliffs of Thermopylae. In front of you stands the massive Persian army, hundreds of thousands strong. Behind you, only 300 brothers in arms. Your king,
freedom.
Leonidas, turns to you
For
and
glory.
says, "Today we
Sparta."
fight for freedom." History tells us the Spartans fought bravely for 3 days before being surrounded and killed. But wait, what if the story had ended differently? What if the 300 Spartans had actually won? In real history, the Spartans and their allies resisted bravely for 3 days, but were eventually overwhelmed. In our alternate timeline, Leonidas' strategy works perfectly. The narrow pass becomes a death trap for Xerxes' massive army. The heavily armored Spartans, fighting with unmatched discipline, cut down wave after wave of Persian soldiers. Against all odds, the Persians collapse, forced to retreat in shock. The news spreads across Greece like wildfire. An unbelievable miracle has occurred. Historically, Greek city-states like Athens and Sparta were divided, often fighting one another. But in this version, the impossible victory of the 300 becomes a unifying legend. Instead of turning against each other in future wars, the Greek cities might have embraced a stronger confederation. Imagine Athens' democratic ideals merging with Sparta's military discipline. A united Hellenic League could have risen centuries earlier, forming a superpower that would dominate the Mediterranean. If Xerxes'
Xerxes
mighty
has been
army was
defeated.
destroyed at Thermopylae, the shock to the Persian Empire would have been
Battle is
devastating.
lost.
Their aura of invincibility would vanish overnight. Rebellions in Egypt, Babylon, and other provinces might have erupted sooner. Without the prestige of victory, the Persian kings could have faced internal collapse long before Alexander the Great ever dreamed of conquest. The balance of power between East and West would be rewritten. After the Persian Wars in real history, Athens entered its golden age. Philosophy, art, science, and democracy flourished. Now imagine that age beginning even earlier, fueled by the legendary victory of 300 Spartans. Thinkers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle could have influenced the world not in the 4th century BC, but perhaps much sooner. Human knowledge, mathematics, and political philosophy might have advanced centuries ahead of schedule. What we now call the Renaissance might have arrived in antiquity. Rome's rise depended on the Greeks being divided and weakened. But in this alternate timeline, a united and empowered Greek world might have blocked Rome's expansion. Instead of Rome ruling the Mediterranean, a Greek-led federation might have shaped Europe's future. Our legal systems, languages, and even religions could have evolved in entirely different ways, perhaps more rooted in Greek philosophy than Roman law. Western civilization itself would look unrecognizable. So, what would our world look like if the 300 Spartans had won? Maybe we'd live in a society where democracy, philosophy, and science had centuries more to develop. Technology could be far ahead of what it is now. The East and West might have forged a different relationship, perhaps avoiding centuries of conflict. And the name of Leonidas might stand not only as a symbol of heroic resistance, but as the founding father of a global Hellenic empire. History can't be changed, but imagining the what-ifs lets us see the world in a new light.